60 kilograms of gear, 90 minutes of sleep at a time, 72 hours of continuous ground combat before a soldier rotates off the line. The IDF engineered this system because without it, the alternative was operational collapse, ammunition gone in 48 hours, wounded waiting 12 minutes for a medic, and fatigue so severe it drove navigation errors to 18%. That doctrine was forged across 3 wars. Ammunition ran dry faster than any commander predicted. In the Sinai, tank crews rationed shells by the second day, calculating every shot. Infantry squads, cut off from resupply, split their last magazines and counted every round. By hour 48, some units reported less than a quarter of their original stock. Sleep, already scarce, became a liability. After 2 nights awake, soldiers began to lose their bearings. Navigation errors climbed to nearly 1 in 5 movements, with entire patrols veering off course in the darkness. Reports from the 1982 Lebanon War logged an 18% spike in friendly fire and lost squads traced directly to exhaustion. Medics, too few and stretched thin, took an average of 12 minutes to reach the wounded, more than double the target response time. For some, those extra minutes meant the difference between life and death. The physical toll was relentless. 60 kilograms of gear pressed into shoulders and backs, leaving deep welts and swollen joints. Water, rationed for survival, turned brackish in the heat, and men risked dehydration rather than run out before the next uncertain resupply. In the Yom Kippur War, casualty-to-survival ratios surged above 1.9 to 1. With preventable deaths mounting as medical teams struggled to keep up. Sleep deprivation blurred the line between alertness and hallucination. By the 3rd day, some soldiers collapsed mid-march while others fought on autopilot. Their reactions slowed, their judgment dulled. Every system, ammunition, food, water, medical care, strained to the breaking point. The numbers told a grim story. A 30% rise in ammunition shortages, a 45% increase in fatigue casualties, and a 12-minute lag for medics that cost lives. These failures were not abstract. They were measured in lost battles, broken units, and lives cut short. The lesson was clear. Without a new doctrine, collapse was inevitable. In the aftermath of the 2006 Second Lebanon War, Israeli commanders faced a reckoning. Field reports described units stranded without food, water, or ammunition for days. Their endurance tested far beyond what doctrine had ever demanded. The failures were plain. Squads ran out of supplies, fatigue crippled decision-making, and the old ad hoc approach to resupply left too many exposed. Out of this crucible came a new mandate. Every combat unit, from tank crews to infantry squads, must be able to operate autonomously for a full 72 hours. This was not a recommendation. It was a requirement, hammered into operational orders and training cycles across the IDF. The answer began with the Manat Krav, the standardized combat ration. Each box, weighing just under 4 kilograms, was engineered to provide all the calories, protein, and micronutrients a soldier needed for a single day in the field. 3 boxes per person, stacked and sealed, became the backbone of the 3-day autonomy model. The composition was practical. Dehydrated entrees, crackers, energy bars, nuts, powdered drinks, vitamin sachets, and a small comfort item, usually chocolate. Every item was chosen for shelf life, weight, and the ability to be prepared with minimal water and no open flame. For tank crews, the ration fit into the cramped bustle rack. For infantry, it was lashed to the outside of a pack or carried in a waterproof pouch, but food was only one piece. The new supply directive ordered every unit to carry enough water, ammunition, and medical supplies to last 3 days, no exceptions. Resupply caches, pre-positioned within 30 kilometers of the front, now formed a logistical web that could be tapped when routes opened, but the expectation was clear. Survival depended on what could be carried in. doctrine shifted too. The operational rhythm was formalized into alternating phases: assault, where units advanced or attacked, and consolidation, where they dug in, redistributed supplies, treated casualties, and caught brief windows of sleep. This cycle, designed to match the limits of human endurance, became the foundation of the modern 72-hour deployment. Every soldier trained for it. Every commander planned for it. The failures of 2006 had been measured in lives lost and battles forfeited. The new blueprint was engineered to ensure that, under fire, no unit would be left exposed, unprepared, or alone. Yossi Levi, a veteran tank commander, remembers the countdown at the start of every 72-hour cycle. The first hours are a rush: gear checks, ammunition tallies, water canisters loaded and stowed in every spare crevice. Each soldier carries between 45 and 60 kilograms, the straps digging into collarbones and hips, the weight a constant reminder that nothing is left behind. The Manat Krav ration, 3 boxes per person, rides on top of the pack or in the bustle rack. There is no spare space, not for comfort, not for luxury. Inside the Merkava, the air is thick with heat and the metallic scent of sweat. 4 crew members rotate through 90-minute blocks, 2 on watch, 2 grabbing what sleep they can. The tank's interior never really quiets. The engine hums, the radio crackles, and the loader's elbow brushes against the ration box with every movement. Sleep comes in fragments, rarely more than an hour at a time. Even then, the body stays alert, ready to snap awake at the sound of a distant explosion or the commander's voice. Miriam Cohen, an infantry squad leader, counts time in sips of water and the slow rationing of energy bars. Hydration is a discipline, not a comfort. Each soldier is issued 6 to 8 liters per day, but the desert heat and body armor sap reserves faster than resupply convoys can arrive. Water is never wasted. Sweat is wiped, not washed. Meals are eaten cold, often crouched behind a berm or inside the tank, the taste of powdered drink clinging to the tongue. Every 6 hours, a window opens for resupply. If the corridor is clear, armored trucks arrive with ammunition, water, and medical kits. If not, the unit stretches what it has, swapping batteries, redistributing rations, splitting the last canteen. The cycle is relentless. 90 minutes on, 90 minutes off, 6 hours between resupply chances. For Levi and Cohen, the grind is physical and mental. Muscles ache, vision blurs, and yet the need for vigilance never fades. The doctrine demands it. The system is designed so that no one collapses alone. Every action, every measured sip, every shared chocolate bar, every minute of sleep snatched in the dark adds up to survival. The next phase, when things break down, will test whether these routines are enough. In the summer of 2014, Operation Protective Edge tested the IDF's endurance doctrine under the harshest conditions it could offer. Captain Aaron Shalev's armored battalion was among the first to cross the border, logging over 2,300 combat hours in just 50 days. The tempo was relentless. Tanks advanced by night, consolidated by day, and never left their positions unmanned for more than a few minutes. Rolling replacements at the company level kept the front line manned beyond the 72-hour mark, with each crew rotating out only when a relief element arrived. No gaps, no pause in firepower. Medical teams operated on a razor-thin margin. The forward casualty collection points, FCCPS, were pushed within 500 meters of the front, manned by medics trained to reach the wounded in under 8 minutes. Shalev's company logged a median response time of 7 minutes and 40 seconds, a figure confirmed by after-action audits. In 85% of cases, the 8-minute benchmark was met or beaten, a dramatic improvement over the delays that cost lives in previous wars. For the wounded, those minutes meant survival. IDF medical statistics from Protective Edge show a 38% reduction in preventable deaths compared to the 2006 campaign. Logistics units kept the cycle moving. Armored resupply convoys ran unpredictable routes, delivering ammunition, water, and medical kits every 6 hours. In the chaos of urban combat, compliance with the 6-hour supply standard held above 90%. When a corridor opened, trucks raced in. When it closed, units redistributed what they had, swapping batteries, ration packs, and water canisters. Even under fire, the system held. Tank crews ate from Manut Krav packs, rationing calories and hydration for the full 72-hour window. Infantry squads carried their 45 to 60 kilograms of gear, knowing that every gram was essential for survival. The numbers tell the story. Over 2,300 combat hours logged by Merkava crews. 85% compliance with medical and resupply standards. A median FCCP response time under 8 minutes. For Shalev and his team, doctrine became reality, not just a set of rules, but the difference between life and death, collapse and endurance. Protective Edge proved that with discipline, planning, and relentless logistics, the IDF could maintain continuous ground presence for days at a time, even in the crucible of urban warfare. 72 hours is the razor's edge of human endurance and military discipline, pushed by doctrine, sustained by logistics, and measured in minutes of sleep and kilograms carried. As conflicts intensify and technology advances, the relentless demands of the ground war remain brutally unchanged. Endurance, not firepower, decides survival.